microphone?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Freddie Mercury?
No.
Talks too?
You gotta start the show off like that now. Alright, give us the clap, guys.
1, 2, 3.
Alrighty. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the most excellent episode 19, or the Friday the 13th episode. Full moon. I know we're past midnight, but still Friday the 13th.
It
That's
won't matter
full-
to them.
And it's full moon too.
It'll be like 3 days
Full.
from now.
Yeah, right. It'll be
Friday
Sunday.
the 16th.
You guys are watching Sunday, but we're
15th.
still. It's that whole weekend, so I hope you don't get murdered this weekend.
It sucks to be you if
If
you
you
did.
do, I hope you're doing it on some video game beta or alpha or whatever they're doing these days. And welcome to Deem, Geekdom, the show that we talk about all the cool shit in the world, the best show on the internet. Thank you guys for watching. We love everybody, all of our viewers. I am your host, and the Jiff, pop, of the show, Stacey Peterson.
Nice.
Yeah. To my right, we have the first one to get killed for having sex, Brent Peterson, a.k.a. B.
Woo.
To my left, the
I
one
get
who will
laid.
die for probably smoking something, DJ May.
I'll live and I'll be the hero like Cabin.
No. To the far left, we have the only one here that will survive, Miss Brittany French.
Haha, bitches.
My favorite girl. They forever was the girl who lived until like cool things like Cabin in the Woods happened and stuff like that.
And the pothead's the winner.
The pothead and the virgin.
He's the hero.
I still don't think she was a virgin.
No.
Oh, actually, she wasn't really, technically, but technically. We
Well,
had to fix
all
something.
they had to do from the beginning, as soon as they got there, if she would have lost her virginity, they would have been like, everything's ruined.
Yeah.
Well, that was a damn good movie, though.
It was good.
Alrighty. Is ready for, as always, we start off with the Star Wars Minutes.
Or 10.
Or 20.
20.
Or 30.
This week,
Nice!
we got the sound effects DJ. In the news this week,
DJ.
in the Star Wars Minutes, Harrison Ford. You just got that? It's been a long day for Brent.
No, I just didn't get it. I just thought it was funny to say.
Harrison Ford was injured on the set of Star Wars Episode 7. He broke his ankle.
Ouch.
Funny part is, he broke his ankle on the hydraulic door of the Millennium Falcon.
They still haven't fixed that motherfucker. You know, how many years has it been?
You stick one couch in there. Oh, wait, no, that was the Family Guy one.
Right? It was probably Peter that broke
is-
it, because he was in that bitch.
That is terrible.
Badass.
No, it is.
Did they say
Yeah.
the Millennium Falcon? Because when I heard it, it was just a
It's
spaceship.
It's updated. It's been updated. I just
Okay.
checked it. Just to make sure. So,
So was it like closed too quick on his
Yeah.
leg and like
Yeah.
smashed
I think it
It
came
fell on
down
it,
or
yeah.
something and broke
It fell
the thing.
on him.
Oh.
The door fell on him when he
Yeah,
was standing on
that's
it.
as far as they're saying. It's
Yeah.
pretty serious, a fracture. So,
Mhm.
it'll probably deter his shooting for a couple weeks.
They helicoptered him and shit.
Yeah, it'll deter him for a couple weeks, and then, but they'll stay on schedule.
Oh,
Yeah, they'll just
shit.
film all his sitting down shit.
They'll film around him. He'll be back shooting like in a week or so, but they'll film a lot of stuff around him, like all his moving stuff. They'll just change it to later in the schedule.
Yeah.
But still sucks.
Yeah.
I binge watched E3. All of
you
it.
did.
And at the beginning of EA's conference, they started off, but they did some weird stuff, showing really like pre-alpha stuff of Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
Really
Does it
cool.
look good?
I mean, oh god.
Do they have zombies for DJ?
No.
Battlefront zombies.
No, that's
Gungan zombies. That would be
Gungan
awesome.
That's horrible. Don't give me the idea. I don't want that. All I want. He's gonna eat you. He's gonna lick your brain from here. Why did I turn into a Chinese?
I don't know.
But no, it looks really awesome. I mean, it's all like just the engine they're using. It's just like the renders that they're doing to try to get an idea where they want to go.
Mm.
But if it looks half as good as what it does, sold.
Yeah.
Oh
We
man,
need a good battle. That was some.
Well, I
fun
know, yeah,
times
it's-
back. That was another co-op, couch co-op.
great couch
yeah.
co-op game.
Could you be co-op or was it just versus?
Yeah, you
No,
could
you
do
could do
co-op.
co-op,
You
yeah.
could do split screen, couch split screen on the same team and shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm so glad some of these games are like split screen right now, like
Yeah.
freaking
Some of them
Mario
are coming
Kart
out.
8,
Yeah.
freaking. But I mean, it's still
Yeah.
technically the technology is kind of last gen
Yeah.
with that. But it looks great and it plays awesome, and all these other games are coming, and the Halo, Master Chief Edition.
Yeah, that
It's
looks
got
cool.
all engines, so
It
we
almost
can.
made me want to
We
play
can force
Halo
stream
again.
forward. Oh, we're going
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Don't worry.
You're like,
But
oh,
we're
what
going to
am I
be playing Halo 2 online, the best freaking online Halo.
Yeah, with all the
All the
updated boards
shit.
and all that, it looks awesome.
It looks cool. Alright.
And you can play either. You can play. I saw
Yeah,
that
Halo
part.
2 is awesome.
You
3
can
was
play
good
the
online.
old
Old
style,
ones,
or you can.
But you can do all the new ones in
Yeah.
split screen too.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
that's cool. I might just have to take the epic undertaking and just do it because I haven't played 4 yet,
Yeah. I haven't
and just
played
play
4 either.
1 through 4.
Wow, that's interesting.
It'll take a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I think that was it for that Battlefront game looks really really good. And that's about. I mean,
All the
there's,
Star Wars.
that's about all of it for the Star Wars stuff.
Do we have a Star Wars question this week?
We do.
Okay.
What is your least favorite Star Wars character? Not Jar Jar.
Damn it. He's alright.
That was the trick.
My
It's
least
favorite
but
Star
not
Wars,
Jar-
but not Jar Jar. I was thinking about this when I wrote this. I was like, this is hard. Because even the shitty characters you love, because it's
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I know which one it is. I found it. I know which one. The
Yeah.
guy at the market on Tatooine when Jar Jar hits that
Oh.
little food thing and it goes
Sebulba?
flipping.
No,
No, it
the
goes
blue
flipping.
guy.
No, the guy that
South-
got ticked off. The
Yeah,
South-
he's like-
or
he's like
whatever, you know,
bluish,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
I
like-
don't
He's like a
that guy.
retard Twi'lek.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, he's weird.
He's like stupid. Yeah.
Rupee.
Yeah.
That's the worst impression ever. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's my
funny.
least favorite.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that works.
It just kind of be for a second. You're just like, "The fuck was that?" You know, you're
Yeah.
just like, it didn't fit in the Star Wars.
Can I do a character in a specific movie and not the character overall?
Okay.
Grievous in 3.
Oh, you fucking blew, man.
How are you gonna have like
No,
the
just-
coolest character
Just Grievous
ever
all
and be
around.
a
I mean, he's supposed to be the
douche?
coolest character ever, and in that movie, he just was stupid.
Yeah.
they wait.
You're just like, what the fuck was that, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Twist
oh,
him out.
he couldn't have had no repairs after his battle
Yeah.
with Windu, right? He just has to be a douche.
No, they just. I think that the people in the cartoon just made him so awesome in that original
Mhm.
hand-drawn cartoon, not the,
The
CG.
five,
Could've
the
done
5 minute
it.
ones.
And they
yeah.
just made him
done
so
it.
awesome, and
They should have made.
they were
him
just.
more
So I think
badass.
George was just like,
Oh, you made him too powerful.
He's too powerful.
There should have been an epic battle between him and Yoda or something.
No, it just between him and freaking
Yeah.
and Obi-Wan would be
Yeah.
fine.
Anakin kind of.
But he could have had
annoyed me.
that whole movie was just underpowered. As
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, it was.
Anakin annoyed the shit out of me in that
Is
movie.
that your least
Three,
favorite
three
character?
He annoyed you in 3?
Nah, he was more annoying
In
than
2, I thought
Yeah.
so too, and he's sitting there, hey, kill them all. He was like,
Anakin, Obi-Wan never lets me do angsty.
Yeah, he was like, we were talking
I was
about it.
wa-
and
when
we
I was
were
watching,
like,
I was
he should
like,
have been
Should
Spider-Man.
have been Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much angst. Angsty Anakin.
Should we fuck? Should we not fuck? I don't know. Kill them all.
I don't understand.
I still like
like
that movie.
I
did too.
The second one's
she
good.
didn't
Yeah,
want
the
to
second
kiss
one's
him
good,
and
just-
shit in the second
And that
one,
actually-
but they're in all these romantic places and shit.
Yeah.
But that part where he's all angry and pissed and fucks up the sand people and shit, that was cool. I wish they
Yeah.
would have expanded on that so we could actually see how pissed
Yeah.
off he was.
I would've been
Yeah, that's
pissed
true
off.
though. It's like we have a duty to do. You know, first, you're with the Jedi Council.
And they're
I'm
on
on this.
picnics and
And
shit.
I'm in the Senate. We can't do anything. But yeah, let's go on a fucking picnic. And shit.
Let's have a
I'm gonna
candlelit
ride
dinner.
on one of these big fucking things.
Just
They
shut
were
up.
they were like freaking retarded freaking manatees or something.
I don't know what the fuck
Anteater,
those
fat
were.
anteater
Yeah.
ticks.
Yeah, they look kind of like ticks, I think.
Yeah,
With
they
a
were
big
weird,
ass.
You know?
With a, I don't know.
I've gone cow tipping. I've never been freaking space cow riding.
Well, that's a good one. Grievous.
Grievous, that's a
Grief.
really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours is good too. Anakin, he's a whiny bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually have to go with most people's favorites. I'm gonna have to say fucking Ewoks, man. They just piss me off.
Do Ewoks piss you
It's
off now?
they are fucking adorable, but it's a bunch of bullshit.
It is.
Like they don't. They're just there to look.
No,
cute.
it's just you go through this whole thing, and I understand blasters going through the armor and shit like that. Why in the fuck are stormtroopers wearing armor?
Yeah, if they can't protect you from
Yeah,
blasters.
but freaking Ewoks are throwing fucking rocks.
Rocks.
And not too sharp spears and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're cracking fucking with one rock on the head with someone wearing a helmet,
Mhm.
and they knock the fuck out.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
They're space rocks.
They're food trucks. maybe they have superhuman fucking Ewok strength or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Lower.
But if that's
center of
true, they
gravity.
should have
They should
controlled
show
that
it.
whole fucking galaxy.
Yeah. This is true.
Space.
They got the
rocks.
force.
Ewoks, yeah, they might. Ewok. Wicket was one exception because he was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He had good freaking comedy relief, and he was really cute when he hugged Han's leg, like he was gonna hump it.
Alrighty.
Okay. That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh! It is time for the Indiana Jones! It's stuck in my head for like 2 weeks. For the fake news!
Fake news.
Brent does not have fake news this week, for he was doing his favorite thing in the whole world, helping shoot a reality TV show.
Correctamundo.
I was lying on the fact that it was his favorite thing to do. But he was doing other video production works for the past couple days, so he was unavailable to write news stories.
Yeah. So next week I'll make it up.
Yes. I don't have that many. DJ, got one?
Yeah, I got
Go right ahead.
Mega Man has subcontracted Tony Stark to make his new armor, but says it's not allowed to be gold and red.
Oh, that'd be zero. That'd be zero.
Yeah,
suit.
stealing that.
Yeah, can't do zero. That's right.
So you only got 3.
Oh, that's what I got one. Breaking news from E3 today. I'm going to be broke.
That's a good one.
Too many good games.
Yeah.
Now, spend that Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed. You gotta buy a new hat. You gotta get the Unity one.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Britt.
Earthworm. Fuck.
Earthworm fuck. I don't want to play that game. Sounds good. Earthworm fuck.
Earthworm fuck.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You don't even need a controller.
You sound like Jason Mewes now. It's time to
Fuck.
Let's
fuck.
Let us fuck.
Yeah, that was such a good show. We need to go see them when they're coming in.
Okay.
Oh, you're all
Damn.
about a tennis.
Sorry.
Sorry. Come on, let's fuck Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim has been reported missing. There was an anonymous tip that he was captured and donated to a 5th grade science class to be dissected later this week. Authorities are trying their best to negotiate with the science teacher, but no progress has been made. So Earthworm
Yeah,
Jim
that was
is going to
good.
get dissected.
No, I could see that level in his next game, and he's like trying to jump out, and he's fucking shit up just as the
Yeah.
worm, and he like calls in some reinforcements, and
And he has
the,
to get to
the
his
worms from Worms
Worms.
Armageddon shit coming in, and they're like nuking shit, and a sheep comes out,
And a
fucks
holy
shit up.
hand grenade that goes.
Holy hand grenade.
Yeah, you know what it sounded like
Man,
to
we used
me?
to play the shit out of that game.
You know what it sounds
Actually,
like to
that
me?
on Xbox.
Is that Earthworm's fucked?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
bring it back
Bring it
around.
back around. That was.
Nah.
You just want to fuck an earthworm.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that just be like a condom if you fucked an earthworm?
It's like a sheepskin. You're like
Earthworm
grabbing
condoms.
earthworms. I can see you grabbing earthworms. Like.
Earthworm condoms.
Those would probably be good.
It has been raining
When
a lot
magnums are
outside.
way too big, you know?
That's horrible. You got a needle dick?
Yeah.
Earthworm condoms.
It has been raining a lot. It
That's
was shipping
true.
too hard to find them.
No, I'm good. I'll pass.
Yeah, me too.
Ugh.
Announced at E3 last week was the long-awaited E.T. sequel. It definitely looks like something to phone home about.
Nice. Good. The Transformers are changing their names from robots in disguise to explosions in disguise. Thanks, Michael Bay.
Explosion in the skies.
Explosions in disguise.
Yeah.
My turn?
That new
I got a
trailer,
lot,
seriously,
so
have
I
you guys
could
seen the
go,
new
yeah.
trailer, the TV spot? That's all it is like, fight, fucking Transformer blows up. Yeah.
Captain Janeway of the USS Enterprise has gone to prison for popping a blonde trophy wife's tit. She changed her name to Red and claims that orange is the new red.
Oh,
nice. That was good.
That was good. Very creative.
Go again.
Yeah,
Go
I've
again.
got
I only
one
have
more.
one
So.
more.
Okay. The Jurassic Park has just found mosquitoes with the DNA from the Pliocene era. Finally, we get to see woolly mammoths, saber-toothed tigers, and my favorite, giant sloths.
That's a good one.
Awesome.
That is a good one.
I love giant sloths.
Me too.
I think that's Bigfoot.
Aren't you a giant sloth?
Yeah, he
I
is.
guess I got two more. Alright.
Don't snore.
After hearing about Sonic's land speed record, the Flash has challenged him to a 60-lap race around the world. There is a 10-to-1 odds on Sonic.
Depends on if he's gold.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
That'd be a good race. Man, they should add freaking DC and Marvel characters into Super Smash Bros. We can
Yeah.
solve this shit.
That might happen.
They've already announced 30 fucking something characters for Smash Brothers, and there's like
Wow.
more coming.
Wow.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. Looks good though.
Probably
Alright.
DLC.
No DLC. No, no DLC. You're gonna have your Amiibo is the new thing.
What?
It's gonna be like
Called Amiibo.
Skylanders.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Skylanders, but it works for multiple games. So it saves information on the figurine and stuff like that.
Like
Mhm.
No. To where you can take it from one game and it goes to a different. No, not a different Skylanders game or a different thing.
No.
Like it'll go from Mario Kart 8 to freaking. Because that's one of the games that they announced. But
So
it
you can
also-
use it for multiple games.
Multiple
is what you're
games.
saying.
And it does different things for the different games. But it's
Yeah.
like your character for Smash Brothers, you don't fight with it. It's like a character you bring in. So
Oh, it's,
it's
like a bone
sub character that
one
helps
of
you
the-
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's
a
kind of cool.
Pokeball.
It's very
I
interesting.
don't know. We need to get in on that racket.
Yeah. I probably will. Yeah, I'll buy a couple of them, have them for your thing, and it'll
We need to
figure
start
it.
selling figures.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Probably
saying.
do. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were murdered. An eyewitness saw a man in red overalls running down to the sewer pipe this afternoon. It's not me, I promise.
Yep. Paul Mitchell has announced that they have recently employed Edward Scissorhands. Paul Mitchell has had an increase of clients since hiring him. And Sweeney Todd is pissed.
Now they know they're the same person.
Dun, dun, dun.
True.
Because of Hal Jordan's recent coming out, the Lantern Corps has created a new division, the Rainbow Lanterns. In the darkest hole of the blackest sky, our light will shine.
That's horrible.
Best one ever.
Yeah,
That was so good, DJ. Wow, you must have been dying when you wrote that.
Yeah, it was. I was
Oh.
like, that's great.
Yeah, that is good stuff.
Oh, that made me tear up.
Surprised I didn't think of that. That was good.
And that's the
Good job.
news.
That is
Turn
good.
in next week when we cover more strange and atrocious things. Ooh, D.I.G, you're up first this week.
Time travel in movies.
Alright.
What do you think about it?
What do we think about it? Well, see, it's tough because
There's some good ones.
there's so many
Bad ones?
bad ones of explaining time travel. But I mean, it's all theory.
Yeah.
But my favorite, and the one that makes the most sense is Back to the Future.
Yes.
Because they explained
Yeah.
it the best.
Yeah.
You know, you go back and you change something, it changes the timeline, so that is an offshoot branch. That timeline still exists. It like almost makes a sub-alternate universe.
A parallel universe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it totally makes sense. Now, to make a machine that could travel between those universes, that would be the trick.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's called the TARDIS. But
I'm just...
it's
Every
so
time
tough.
I watch a movie with time travel,
Yeah.
I get stuck on these like loophole things that just
Yeah.
drive me
Oh,
nuts.
yeah. Oh, I get
It's
stuck
true.
on it all the time. There's some great sci-fi out there, and there's some bad sci-fi, and there's some sci-fi that people think is great that is really bad, but we still love it, like Sliders.
Yeah. That is
That is
bad.
a dumb fucking show, man.
Yeah.
It's so full of friggin' just big, giant fucking holes. No kidding with the thing, but they contradict themselves all the damn time, and they're just all like, "Good God, can't you guys just have a set rules and just keep with it?"
What was the time machine? That's the one that only goes backwards,
H.G.
right?
Wells. No, it
Or
goes,
it goes
forwards
it
and
goes forward
backwards.
too,
H.G.
yeah.
Wells.
There was one that only went backwards, right?
I'm not sure.
There
Or
is-
only went forwards.
Hmm.
I don't
No,
know.
there are some that say there are some shows and stuff that you can only go forward in time.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't change and revisit something because it's gone.
Yeah.
So, there's been quite a few that have done that.
I like that. If you can only go one direction.
But
Yeah.
then there's other ones that do it the other way. You can't go forward because it
Mhm.
hasn't happened yet.
There was that one
Past.
TV show that I always thought this
Quantum
would be
Leap
but
was
that was
really
that was
good.
more like jumping through time.
You
for
jumped
other
through time,
people.
but
yeah.
in your own timeline. You had to be alive.
Mhm.
That was the rule. He had to be alive. Sam had to be alive from when. I don't know why I remember his name, but I guess
Yeah.
the one dude always said Sam all the
Yeah.
time. So
Even Heroes,
It's like
too.
butterfly effect, kind of.
yeah, kind of like that, but it didn't change. It didn't change the timeline too much. It just changed slight little things. So the
Yeah.
future didn't change too much. It was weird.
Yeah, he was jumping into other people's
People's bodies and minds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would take
Quantum
over them
Leap's
to
a
help
great
them
show.
solve
Yeah.
certain things. Great. And he says it was probably the best acting you could ever do, and it made everybody appreciate Scott Bakula so much because he had to act like so many different people. He had to act like a black Southern woman who was
yeah.
70 years old, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
he had to do all these. It was
Yeah.
very
I
interesting.
like the pregnant woman one. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Just very well written, but it's tough because they're just like, well, all the shit that he did would just change fucking everything in the future, and he wouldn't even fucking be in that damn machine, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Heroes had a lot of like time shit going on.
Yeah.
they kind of did, but it never really did anything in Heroes.
Mhm.
Yeah, some
It didn't. There was visitors from the future and everything like Hero,
Mhm.
which was the coolest fucking. There's two freaking the greatest characters in the first two seasons,
Mhm.
and that was Hero, and then you had the kid who took everybody's powers,
Yeah, and then they changed him.
and they had to change him. He was the younger of the two brothers, Pete.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I watched the show.
I like the little kid.
But they knew that they made him too badass.
Yeah.
And by the end of the second season, he was just like, he was the fucking answer. It was done.
Yeah.
And then they just fucked everything up, man. It just went
Yeah.
all weird after that. There was some good stuff.
Siler was good too.
Siler was cool.
Because he
Siler,
knew how everything worked, so
Well,
he
yeah,
could
as long as he
take their
figures
powers.
something out, he could take their powers.
Yeah.
By cutting open their head. And
Yeah.
kill
That's
them.
how he became
Figure out
invincible.
they
Was
were
But
back
the
in
he
chick-
didn't kill the
engineering-
cheerleader.
Well, cheerleader could heal.
No, well he did. He took her.
He
power.
could have killed.
Yeah.
He
He
could
took
have
her
killed her.
power.
He could have killed her. But
We took her power, but then
he could have killed her in that
let her
episode, but he
live.
didn't. He said he didn't. Well, I remember the episode.
Yeah, I remember that
'Cause
was.
it was
kinda
his
long
niece.
ago.
That's how he found out. That's how he found out that hitting the spine would stop him.
Mhm.
And then they did that to him, where they like disconnected his spine so it couldn't heal back.
Yeah.
And that's how they stopped him for a while. But then he became like one of the
A
coolest
nice
characters
guy.
in the
Yeah.
thing. And
Spock.
Mhm.
yo, but I don't know. Time travel's so interesting, and it's one of those things that's like,
we bring up so many questions.
yeah. And some shows do it right, and some shows do it. Oh, what was that one with? It all happened on the train, the bomb.
Oh, yeah.
That was
That was very well done because they would send him back,
With
but they said that
Gyllenhaal.
that was one of his better movies of recent. Because he had a good thing going, and he went off on weird shit.
Because he was trying to catch who bombed the train.
They were trying to figure out who bombed the train, but then he figured that while he's in there that he could actually change the timeline.
Yeah.
And they said that you couldn't, but then he figured that you could, and that was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I don't know what it
He
is
stayed
called.
in the conscious of the person that he was taking over in the timeline. And I can't remember what it was called, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I want to watch that movie again
It
now.
was good.
Yeah, we watched that. I don't remember what it was called either. Drives
But-
me nuts.
There's so many time movies and shows and ideas, and it's, to me, it's either good like that or it's just like it's full of fucking a bunch of bullshit that you're just all like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We all know it takes 1.21 gigawatts to freaking travel.
Exactly!
You know what I mean? That's one of those staple movies. Besides, like the story of the Time Machine from H.G. Wells, that really hit on the laws of time travel.
You gotta go to 88 and you gotta have
88
1.21 gigawatts. Duh.
Britt did that the other day. Somebody said something. He's all like, "No, I want my car to run off of Mr. Fusion and shit. Just put trash in it and stuff." It was freaking funny.
Awesome.
And they're looking at him like,
Huh?
"Oh,
What's
it's all
that?
like, really?"
Yeah.
The kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was Jaden.
Yeah.
And make her watch
They
the
need to
damn
watch those.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Used to watch
I
those.
have a rule in I like time travel movies and different movies. No matter what movie you're making, though, please stop putting present day or now.
During.
In the movie,
Like
like
X-Men.
it goes like, it'll like flip and then it'll like present day.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know,
No,
like
I
in
mean
the
like
movie,
X-Men. I can't stand if someone's back in time. I don't want to see what's going on now because that didn't happen. He's already before
you
that.
need to go back. X-Men Days of Future Past. Now we're talking future.
Uh,
Their time connection, and she said it.
it's
Her
still
connection
going.
is still going, and this timeline will go until it is solved in the past and it changes, because nothing is certain until that
connection's
is
disconnected.
it's totally
What if they
done.
both died?
Then it
Then
wouldn't
it
have
would've-
happened. They would all
Yeah.
die, and that timeline would not have happened. Those things
So
would not
she
have happened.
last second disconnected the thing.
And
Yes,
then
that's
whatever
how
was
it
said,
works.
It doesn't
was
show
said.
them disconnected. She's still there doing it, and then she just fades away.
I know.
While
but
she's
because-
doing it, she never broke it.
I know she didn't have to because things were changed and he was solidified.
But it
into-
doesn't change.
He was
until...
solidified into that mind.
Maybe she just has to keep doing it until she
Till,
disappears.
no, think about it this way. She has to take his consciousness from here
Mm-hmm.
through time to his younger self,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes a while.
Yeah.
So as long as that connection is going until this mind is fully there,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't happen. So he can live in the past for a week, and maybe it's only an hour in the future, but it takes that long for his mind to stay there. That's the best way I can explain it. It made sense to me. And it was a good way of showing future action.
Yeah.
So, it was good movie making.
Yeah. Well, I've always thought that was an interesting theory. I've always thought that if you were going to go travel back in time, it would be to your younger self.
Yeah,
And
I've always,
yeah.
I love that idea too.
Yeah,
Travel back in
everybody
your
would
own
want
way.
to do that.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do that. Why
Everybody
everyone
would
wants
do
to?
that. All you would need is one person that could do that, and then all of America would go ahead.
Yeah. Well, maybe they did.
No, because we are way too behind for that to happen.
What are you talking about?
If
We consume a third of the entire world's freaking everything.
so,
So
we still suck.
We're the biggest economy in the freaking
All
world.
that you would have to do is have one guy constantly go back to, you go to the future, then you go right back, and then that one person would know everything that there is to possibly know, and then be so far ahead, and he could just keep doing it, and then
Depends
it'd
on
be the
if he's green
same
or not.
time,
Yeah.
and just do
Is he
everything.
greedy? So maybe he was Mark Zuckerberg and he just went and created fucking Facebook and he's a
He
billionaire.
would do a lot more than that.
Why do you know? He's
Well,
a
that
greedy
depends.
fuck.
You would really have to know the ins and outs of it. Yeah, we know how to work a tablet. We kind of know, the infrastructure of it. But can you really break it down to if you went back into the future?
You
Can
could change
can
things
design
too. 9/11 would have happened. You could do all these
No,
things.
I'm not even
Yeah.
saying like just knowing how to do and stuff. I'm saying if you could take everything you know now or whatever, live your life, take everything you know, and then go back in time and do it again. You already know the stuff you knew, and that means you get time to learn more stuff. So eventually, if you keep doing it, you would know so much
Yeah.
Yeah, you
that you
Groundhog
could
Day.
do anything.
Yeah, that would be Groundhog Day.
I guess.
Groundhog
No,
Day.
because that's just one day. He
I
didn't
know,
have
but-
time to go and learn everything that he could possibly learn.
Well, he learned
But
a
he
lot
could-
of stuff. He
Yeah,
learned to play
just
the
with his
piano,
resources
all that stuff that he had
with
there.
with the resources he had there.
So
But
he
then
had
if you
more
take
than-
that resources from a whole lifetime
Yeah, but
instead
here's
of
the-
resources
here's the
of
thing.
one day.
Do you live your whole entire life
Right.
and you get up to a certain age and you know
then
you're about to die?
And then you
Do
go
you
back.
really want to go back or you just die?
Yeah, no, I'd go back.
You want to keep reliving your life over and over
I'd
and
do
over
it.
and over and over.
Mm.
So
It'd
one
be different every
one
time.
lifetime you're just a fucking serial killer, and one lifetime you're a psychopath, and one
I
lifetime.
don't think I would go a whole lifetime of serial killing.
Well, just a week or two, and then you kill
Maybe.
yourself.
Just to see what it was like.
Right? Why not?
Yeah, if you're gonna do everything, you gotta
But
see
then
what it's
you wouldn't
like.
even think you were killing somebody because you go back in time
I
and
mean,
you'd
it
be
changed.
like, I'm never
But
gonna really
that
kill him.
timeline
Yeah.
exists already.
In an
So you
alternate
did.
universe.
That's weird.
No, it's
No.
not. That's an actual universe, man. You're
But if
fucked.
you go
It's a
back in
whole
time,
weird level.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't change that. You're fucked.
It would have to change that.
No, it depends on when you go back.
I would go back to the beginning. No.
The beginning of time.
It's tough.
16.
But if you know everything, when you go back, then you're gonna be a genius every time you go back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you're young.
And then you'd be a super duper genius.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
And
would.
then you invent Facebook, and you're just a douche.
I wouldn't do that.
Mhm.
I
You
would
wouldn't take
change the
Facebook?
world.
You invent MySpace and
See-
Facebook.
See, time travel stuff.
I would invent solar roadways quicker.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just get everybody off of the
Build
the
an
bullshit
electric car.
fossil
Learn
fuels
how to-
and stuff like that, and just be like, listen.
Learn how to build a really nice, powered electric car that has some balls to it.
Oh, they
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Oh, that brings up something. No, that's really cool. I'm talking about
Yeah.
time machines and the DeLorean and the car, and
Yeah.
you're talking about a solar-powered car. So you know that Elon Tusk company and the other ones who make that really fast fucking electric car and some of that. They're like the heads of some of that crazy ass technology.
Mhm.
They just made all of their patents open source.
Wow.
Go do what you want with them.
Yeah. Make it. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I forgot about that. That's fucking cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It's a good idea.
Alrighty. Wow, we're doing great.
I know. I thought it was way later. Nope.
No, we're doing good.
We're good.
Oh, it's B shit.
Alrighty.
It's your topic.
All
It's
right.
really
I
awesome
wanna
here.
know-
It says
I
B
wanna
shit,
know.
soft or hard.
And I want people to comment on this because we're gonna do a vote this week. If you watch this show, and
Yes,
you get
this week, everybody.
please vote on it.
Follow,
which,
share, like,
which taco
repost.
do you prefer, soft
or
or
hard?
hard? I mean,
Yeah,
I
no,
think more
it-
women would like hard tacos. But it's not always
No,
the
it's not
case.
true.
I know, I like a soft
You like a
taco.
soft?
I don't like going down there and then it being all hard.
No,
I hate going down. I hate going down on a hard taco.
This is true.
I don't like it crusty around the edges. You know what I'm saying?
You get a little scrapes
No,
and
yeah.
shit.
But
No.
real true tacos.
Yeah, tacos. You?
When
I
I
go
was
back and
younger,
forth. I
listen,
don't know.
when
I'm
I was
like-
younger,
You were
I
more.
was so soft taco guy.
Mhm.
For some reason, the hard taco seemed cheaper and just I don't know, like wheat bread or something to
Yeah.
me. You know, it's like I want the goddamn freaking Wonder Bread, Mom. You know. But then as I grew up and I realized,
Yeah.
damn, freaking corn tortillas are fucking delicious.
Yeah.
But then it comes down to, I'm not just talking Taco Bell here.
Yeah.
Do I want a soft corn taco?
Yeah.
Or do I want a hard freaking corn taco? So it's
Yeah.
really tough.
Yeah.
But most of the time these days, Taco Bell, I get a hard taco.
You get a hard taco?
I get
We
hard
get soft
tacos these
shell
days. It's just
tacos.
it's what
I do.
it's
I like
my
a mixture
palate.
of it.
I
I like a
prefer.
mixture.
Actually, if
prefer
I
hard
could, I'd get
tacos.
the freaking the double.
Oh,
the
double
soft
taco
with
yeah.
the nacho cheese in between the
Yeah,
shell and
yeah.
shit. That was fucking
That's
good.
what I said.
Yeah.
That was
Both, but
perfect.
no, most
Crunch
of the time,
Wrap Supreme.
if
done.
I'm going cheap, the hard shells and soft shell tacos,
They're the same.
but they're
They're the
cheaper
same
than
price.
everything else that I would
Yeah.
get. That's
Mhm.
what I'm saying. I prefer hard shell tacos, but I rarely get them because soft shell tacos are so much faster and easier.
They are easy
They
to wrap
are
them
easy.
up.
They're
They're
not.
less
They're
of a
not
mess.
like
Yeah,
you
they're
don't
not
bite
fall
it.
apart.
Yeah,
They're
you
not
don't
fall
bite it and
apart.
it go.
If you're gonna buy and everybody's having, you're at the house, you're having a big part, get a whole bunch of hard shell and everybody rocks them the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you got a plate.
It's,
and everything.
it's easier
Yeah.
to make.
I'm
you
usually
know?
like quick in the car if I gotta.
Yeah.
Soft taco.
Understood.
So.
Good one.
Yeah. I like both. It don't like he said. It depends on.
Yeah. I miss
The situation.
Now, here's something funny though.
I'll put hard
You
taco
know,
as my final
you know
answer.
everybody when we got the freaking nacho cheese fucking Dorito tacos and they're fucking
Oh,
amazing,
yeah.
right?
Oh.
Cool
And
Ranch.
then everybody was
Cool
like,
Ranch.
we need Cool Ranch.
And they gotta go ranch.
They're not that good.
They're
Yes,
not,
they are.
Yeah,
They're not that
okay.
good.
Not as
I
good
like
as the
them.
nacho.
Nacho
I don't
cheese
think
is
so.
fucking
I
awesome.
like 'em.
I
Have you
like
tried the purple
orange.
ones?
No, I haven't tried the purple
I
ones.
haven't
Was
tried
that the
purple.
spicy
I
something?
don't know. It's some other kind of nacho. Or
Yeah.
it's some other kind of Dorito
Yeah.
chi-
I think
taco.
it's spicy.
It's the-
spicy something.
Oh, I can't remember now.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
But
it's
I probably need to try it. But we don't
my
need
favorite
to-
was the blackjack tacos.
I don't know. Nah, the crunch wraps.
The
The
Crunch
Crunch Wrap
Wraps
Supreme.
with
Wait, I'm talking just for a
Doritos.
standard
the
kind
standard
of
taco
hard
with the
shell.
flavored shell.
Like it's in the same category as
Yeah.
the the
Yeah.
Dorito tacos. It was a black taco
Yeah,
shell
the
and
black
it had
tacos.
pepper jack sauce.
blackjack. It was good.
Yeah.
Beefy nacho loaded grillers
And
really
the
good.
volcano tacos.
Volcano taco for
God, there's
fiery
so many
tacos.
good hard shell tacos.
Or what about those?
Why can't they do
nacho
that with
things
soft
we
shell
used to get?
tacos?
They could. It's just it's a flour shell, and that's one thing that Taco Bell doesn't do. And I'm surprised they don't do a soft shell
Dorito.
corn,
Oh.
a corn,
Like a corn tortilla, but not.
but soft shell.
Yeah.
I know it'd be greasy, so they'd have to come up with a better wrapper.
Yeah.
But Jack in the Box pretty much does it. They just deep fry their whole goddamn taco, man. It's fucking awesome.
Heart attack
That's a
waiting
good.
to
You get
happen.
two for $1 too, man. That's a good deal. They're fucking delicious
Jack
at
in the Crack.
3:00 in the morning.
Jack in the Crack.
But if you live in Florida,
You don't
sorry,
get a Jack in the Crack.
no Jack in the Crack. That's a good question, me.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad that we, I just thought I'd mix it up a little bit. And
Yeah.
no, I didn't have a topic, so that was a good
Yeah, no,
one.
it was good.
It was a good one.
It was fun.
Yeah, okay.
It was fun.
Post your comments about soft or hard
Yeah,
tacos,
soft or
please.
hard. And ladies, we know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we know
Taco.
what you're talking about. We like soft pink tacos.
I love their pink box. Remember that
Oh,
pink box?
we were laughing for
hours.
hours.
When we were
Hours.
Taco
It's like,
Bell had a
Taco
pink
Bell has
box.
a pink box.
It was during Cancer Awareness Month.
You're
Yeah,
so like,
I was
really?
like-
I'm gonna go get pink fucking
You want me to go run and get
Pink
you a
box?
pink box? Yeah, I want a pink box.
I could really go for some tacos.
I can go to some pink tacos.
Yeah.
El Casa, there was a place called El Casa del Taco in Idaho when we lived
Yeah.
there, and I used to always call it El Casa del Pink Taco. That's just a great name for a
It is.
whorehouse.
That would be.
My topic of the week is: will there ever be a new top tier 2D fighter?
2D.
A
Yeah, our
new one.
2Ds, our 2D fighters. We have Mortal Kombat,
Mhm.
which has come back to 2D, especially with the last
It's
iteration.
still 3D.
It is not 3D. It's a 2D plane. You do not move back and forth like Tekken.
Yeah,
or
I
Virtua
get that,
Fighter
but
and
it's
all that.
not.
It's 3D graphics.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, but I'm
yeah.
saying 2D is in the dimensional
Dimensional
plane
okay,
that you
that's
fight.
why you
So
fight.
You got,
can't
you
walk
got
back
Mortal
and forth.
Kombat and Street Fighter.
There's
Yes,
no sidestep.
yes, we did have Injustice last year,
Yeah,
Which
that didn't
was-
have a sidestep.
which was very good,
Mhm.
but it still wasn't on the caliber of Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter.
I like it.
But
I
still,
love it.
Street
I love
Fighter,
it, too.
Street Fighter still is our top tier. It's the number one selling fighter out
Oh, when
there.
you come out with 9 different versions in 1 year, of course you're gonna
Well,
sell more
and
shit.
actually not in 1 year. It's
Yeah.
in 5-6 years. I mean, it's been a while since Street Fighter 4
Well, they
came out.
do this.
They did now. Their
Turbo
newest
and-
update
yeah.
was Street Fighter Ultra,
Yeah.
Super Street Fighter before, and then I was Super Street Fighter Ultra now. It was
Super,
only $15
super
for the
taco with a
upgrade.
worm condom turbo.
No. That's something you guys need to sit down and watch. They have DLC for
Killer Instinct was 2D. There's no
yes,
side
yes,
step.
but that just came out. It's been so long,
Yeah.
and I don't think that. Don't get me wrong. It's great. Killer Instinct is an awesome freaking fighter. Good hardcore combo fighter. But what I'm talking about is that top tier that everybody looks at as your premier fighters, and all your tournaments and your leagues and stuff like that. Even Smash Brothers is kind of in that league, but
That's 2D too.
yeah, it's a 2D fighter, but I mean it's not in your normal fighter sense. It has its own mechanics and stuff, and it's tried to be copied. They tried PlayStation All Stars and stuff like that. But just Nintendo doesn't just push something out. They really take their fucking time on something. We've been waiting for a Smash game for how long?
They did the PlayStation All Stars. They did the Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network did one with somebody, and it
was
flopped. It
everybody,
was
yeah.
freaking horrible.
It looked good.
All
I don't
those
think
games
anybody
flop
bought it, but
because
it looked good.
those games flop because they don't play well. Those top fighters play well because they spend the time on them. Yeah. And Mortal Kombat recently, even Ed Boon the other day was saying he was surprised how much 9, which was the 20-year anniversary of the first Mortal Kombat,
I'm freaking
outsold the first 5 Mortal Kombats combined.
Well, they just continue to get more.
No, but
fans.
it's not. It had dropped down in complete everything. Yeah. I mean, the fan base had dropped down so much because the games, he said, they pushed games in the wrong way.
Yeah. Bro, remember when the Mortal Kombat that did have the sidestep? Remember that?
4 was the start. It was the 3D. It was the 3D Mortal Kombat. That's when it came out. I had that on the Dreamcast. It was Mortal Kombat Gold or something like that. And it wasn't that good.
No, the sidestep was like, nah.
No, you had the whole 3D realm. It didn't work well for Mortal Kombat, but that was what video game graphics were going. Even Street Fighter went 3D.
I never played.
Yeah, they were.
It was a
sidestep. Yeah, they did a full 3D Street Fighter, man. I mean, they had all of them went that way because that was how graphics were going. And Virtua Fighter was really popular at the time, and Tekken, and all these 3D fighters were really popular.
I look back in the day, and I'm just like, oh, they were cool. You like to play them at the arcade, or you're just like, now they suck.
No, not really. I mean, a lot of those games still have that nostalgia for one, and two, they're some of those like Super Street Fighter Ultra. Still to this day, that insanely Championship Edition, not Ultra. Super Street Fighter Championship Edition, where Chun-Li had her fireball and stuff. Was like one of the craziest, fastest games ever, and still, if you can find it in an arcade somewhere, and you sit there and you're like, man, this game kicks ass.
Yeah, what are they like shooting like triple and quadruple like fireballs like?
Oh yeah.
It was crazy.
It was, but I'm just saying, will we ever have anything that can take over?
Something new that can come up and
a whole new genre that can take over that spot.
A genre?
Not genre. A whole new IP.
It's a new game.
And they change up the fighting.
It's like saying it with any kind of game.
No. It's not saying that with any kind of game because
when is there going to be a first-person shooter that's not?
What? Call of Duty?
They change every freaking 4 or 5 years. We get a new one that takes the lead because even less than 5 years ago, Halo was the biggest selling one, and then Call of Duty came. Actually, it was. Call of Duty started, and then they went, and then you had Medal of Honor that took over for a little bit, but then they just got knocked out. And then
back in the
then you had Battlefield that took the lead, and then Call of Duty took it back. And but there's shooters. There's so many shooters these days. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but they're mostly, the majority of them are super sequels, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I know, because these things are entrenched. And that's what I'm saying.
I think there'll be another.
But the shooters change more often than the Oh, they'll definitely be an Injustice.
Yeah.
Another Injustice.
That one was
Definitely.
really
I like to see them improve.
They
and
made
stuff, 'cause
so
it was-
much money.
I mean,
on
it's
that.
a fun game and it's a fun fighter. I mean,
We
you
had
could
fun
work
that
on a
one
little
night.
bit. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
still love
love
Injustice.
that.
Tossing the meat back and forth.
I'll still
Brittany
jump
and
in.
me were
I'll still
tossing
jump
the
in.
meat.
That's one mechanic that came over from Injustice in the new Mortal Kombat.
Well, that's Catwoman, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple pussies tossing the meat.
Tossing the meat back and forth.
Mortal Kombat X took one of the mechanics from Injustice.
Which one was that? The circle button?
No,
Oh, okay.
the environmental stuff.
Oh yeah. They do have that now.
No. Actually, when we're done here, I want to show you guys a video. They have a gameplay of some of the characters. In this one, they're not only having the fighters. You have 3 versions of each fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So you pick your character, but you have a different version of your character. So it could be, and the movesets are just a little bit different because like Scorpion, each 3 have a different moveset.
Huh.
But this is 20 years in the future from the last game.
Yeah. Wow.
So you have people's kids in it.
Ooh.
Johnny Cage and freaking
Baby Cage?
no, and Sonya Blade's daughter.
Yeah.
And I gotta show you guys
Baby Blade?
You gotta see. You have to.
Sonya Cage.
I can't remember what her name. It might be Sonya Cage, something Cage.
Yeah.
But you've got to see her freaking fatality. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean, those fatalities have been getting nastier and nastier and nastier.
Yeah, over the
This
years.
was
How
just-
violent can we get this year?
But this is just gross.
Was
I was all like, that is awesome.
What, she pissed in the face
No,
or
I
something? Defecated
I
the
can't
person?
tell you because I don't want to ruin it.
She
for
rips out her ovaries and beats them to death.
The X-rays.
ovaries.
The X-rays aren't like X-ray anymore. They like just go in and show you the gore and the nastiness now. They don't. Love it. No, it looks really cool, and it looks pretty badass.
It
But
looked pretty cool.
I really want to see the finished, like really sharp version because it doesn't come out until next year. But they're showing shit. They have this new character. It's like a Master Blaster from freaking Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
I saw that.
But it's just like this huge dude and this little chick riding him on the back, and he'll like throw him, and then he'll throw her and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Capcom, like that bitch. The robot bitch.
Yeah.
Kinda. No, it's a guy. It's an actual guy with a chick riding by the shop. It's Master Blaster.
Yeah.
Freaking Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah. Master Blaster.
Oh, see, and then that just shows your
Who
age.
owns Bada Town?
Who owns Boston?
Master Blaster.
No, but I want to know if there will ever be, and maybe there will, but I don't know if it's just entrenched. But I was playing because Jens, I love you, man. He's that's his one thing that he does each year. He buys Street Fighter updates or whatever, and we don't ever get to really play under both of our terms because he's a stick fighter and I'm a controller fighter, and it's like. So I was like, okay, I gotta do this. Dude, I went on and I was playing with the updates and stuff, and I was surprised that I was holding my own on online matches for about an hour.
Yeah.
And then I think it hit prime time.
Yeah.
Everybody got off work and they fucked me up.
Yeah.
I seriously, I want to get 2 moves off. And I'm just like, good God.
And they just be like.
You can watch that happen with Call of Duty too.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's why I actually like betas and the alpha I'm doing for Destiny right now. And thank you for the director of Destiny for giving me the code. I like that because I get to get in there, I get to try these things. Like I'm doing the Battlefield one right now, which I'm not a Battlefield guy.
Yeah.
It's too big. It's too much running, driving, getting to your place. That's why I like Titanfall so much. It's just everything. No, it's just everything.
Everybody.
You're there. You're cruising. You're falling. I mean, it takes me no more than 3 minutes to get from one side of the map to the other side of the map in Titanfall. If I'm on foot in Battlefield and
You gotta have friends.
Huh?
You gotta have your squad.
I know, and I could spawn on them, but when all of your fucking squad's dead,
Yeah.
you're fucked. And
That's
I
why you
have
gotta have-
squads.
Yeah, when I played, I was playing with Dad and Edward
yeah.
and his dad, and we would have strategic person hiding.
No.
So we're spawning off of
it's
you
cool.
for a little
and
while.
I was spawning on my buddy today and stuff, but that's not the thing. It's just, it's more, I don't know, Titanfall is just like seems more focused, and it's just really fast paced, and I don't want to be running for a minute to get to some damn. I want to have some fun and have some action.
That's why, I don't know, every time I play Battlefield, it's always been different. Like, I'll fly a helicopter and I keep going back to the beginning, picking up troops, flying them over so they can parachute down, and just...
Well, sometimes you can have fun
teamwork
playing that like
shit.
support
Yeah.
and doing different things like that. You can have fun. Actually, I was having fun. I was sitting on top of a building, way up. I was trying to snipe people and stuff. And I think I got like 2 of them because I was so high up.
Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes you can have fun doing that, but most of the time it's like, it's the same old shit. I jump from one shooter to another shooter to another shooter, and these shooters aren't doing anything different. I mean, my control scheme's the damn same. I don't have to relearn anything, you know? It's like, I was having trouble in freaking the Destiny beta today, or alpha today, because I was like, I kept hitting my stick in to freaking do a melee and shit. And it's the right trigger.
We'll just go into the
R1.
You can't go in the options and change it.
It's an alpha, dude. There's no freaking changing your freaking loadout.
Yeah, now I
Controls.
switched my Call of Duty controls.
Yeah.
I don't stick no more for knife and IB.
Mm.
I switched. It's tactical.
No, you should. It's
Yeah.
quicker and faster
Yeah.
and more accurate, and you're not accidentally freaking in the middle of a trigger
Yeah.
pull and hitting.
I need to change that on Borderlands.
Yeah, we both do.
Oh, it's
actually,
sticks
Yeah.
punching in Borderlands too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got to put some time in on that
Yeah,
tomorrow.
you should. Yeah.
I wish
Not
you
too
guys
much.
had Xbox.
I want to finish some.
Yeah.
Where's this
Alpha,
cross-platforming gaming bullshit?
but We don't know cross.
Why, that's what I
Oh,
want.
I want to say, I
no,
watched
there
your
is
thing.
coming.
I watched your thing on the Origin Rain Man this morning.
Oh, my run?
Your run.
My run on Origin.
Dude, that was awesome,
Fucking,
dude.
I did a freaking sick ass freaking run.
You did.
A one guy run all the way through the end of a fucking level.
Yeah.
Not dying, fucking nailed
It was
everything.
awesome.
Did you
It
get to
was
the
a
music
tough work.
ones on Legends yet? All
Yeah,
of them?
I have
the last one
2
is
more.
all
I
the
have 2
yeah.
more.
The last world is all the music levels. The 8-bit world.
Oh
I
my
haven't
god!
I haven't made it there. I have 2 more. No, I'm getting close, but I'm taking my time on that game because I know
You're
the
gonna
last
lose
time
your
I
shit.
overkilled myself on
Yeah.
Rayman.
And
Was
then
I
you just
seriously, I
find
blew
out,
through it, and then I was just like, oh, I'll freaking platinum this shit.
Yeah, and then you're just like, hey.
No, they want me to do all those fucking speed runs with the gold fucking star on that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta do freaking 3-minute levels in 45 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, they get a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I got a little ridiculous.
No, that
Even
was
this
a cool
one.
run.
That was a cool
run.
dude. You gotta understand. I did that like 14 fucking
Oh,
times,
yeah.
man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just kept going and going, trying to get that run.
Well, you have to on that one. On a board like that,
Yeah.
holy moly, they were throwing crap left and right on you. Okay.
It was brutal. Thanks for the.
Yeah.
Thing. Alrighty, so I don't know if there ever will be. It'll be interesting if there is.
That's just what makes me mad, though. Is I want to play Borderlands with you guys. and
Yeah, I
I
know.
can't.
And actually, that cross-platform stuff is coming. It probably won't happen between Xbox and PlayStation for a while. Give
They
it.
gotta be haters. They both would. They both would make more sales.
Well,
People
what's
could have
really
the thing
funny-
they want
what's
and
really
then still
funny
play with
is-
their friend.
What's so funny is like on
They
certain
want people to
PlayStation,
have both.
certain PlayStation games you can play with PC.
Mhm.
Lots of them. There's
Yeah.
tons of them.
Yeah.
It's free to play and stuff like that. But every single one that's on Xbox, you can't. I haven't seen one that lets you play with PC.
I thought.
Even Microsoft Studio-owned games, I
Yeah.
haven't seen
I
it.
thought one of the Halos did that.
Well, Halo 3 online, I think maybe
I don't know.
with the PC guys.
Wasn't
No,
it 4?
no, because Halo 3 had special maps for PC only. And you couldn't play. I don't think so.
I thought it was 4. I don't know.
Don't quote me on that, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either.
but I
I'm
know
just saying, I
PlayStation
thought
does it all the time. We're doing it
one of
right
the
now.
Halos did that.
You could do it. PlayStation 3, you could play with anybody on Portal 2 on
Yeah.
Steam.
Yeah.
That's
You
fucking
can.
crazy.
That is cool.
That's what they should do. It
That-
would help both of them.
No, it helps. And actually, all your Warframe, was it Warframe? Yeah, Warframe. We just got that new airplane game. All these free-to-play games. You've had DC Universe Online for a while, but all your free-to-play games that are on the PlayStation 4, some of them you can play with PS3, but all of them are like that on the same servers, PS3, PC, and stuff like that.
But all the games that there's not enough people, like the online dies immediately because nobody plays it online and shit like that, that might help. Like, just having the more options for people to be
play,
there.
Yeah.
It's like I go on the pinball right now, and I can hardly ever find anyone to play with me anymore.
Tough, but, well, a lot of the times they go to the newer maps. People are moving on to
the new Star Wars table.
Yeah.
I want to buy the new Star Wars table, but I'm waiting for
them to...
I mean,
that's good, but, there's certain tables I like to play, and I want people to come play with me.
I know.
And it's just like, I can go on there and be like this. I'll be like, I'll go have a cup of coffee, smoke a cigarette, come back in, cook me an omelet, this and that, and then I'll finally hear it go.
Facebook.
Yeah, check Facebook, and then finally I'll hear, bing, oh, someone wants to play, and then I'll go over there, and then, no, it's a false alarm. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's tough. But that's what happens, and that's what's it's funny. I was talking about this the other day. Certain games aren't gonna exist in the future at all. Because they're online only.
It's like Uncharted, that'll go on for a while still, but...
Uncharted 3 will still be going. Uncharted 2 is still going. The
yeah.
online on that's still going strong.
No, that's good. That's good, because I enjoyed them both.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, how about when you can load up?
No, how about this? How about Titanfall?
That's what I was just about to say.
How about Titanfall? Titanfall will not exist.
You can't just go back and play the campaign.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's
but can you link up?
You can't go your NES games. And just go
actually,
back and
they don't have it yet, but they said they're gonna patch it in soon.
Yeah.
So it's a LAN play, which is the only way that you're gonna have. Actually, it's LAN. It's a little different than System Link, but
I remember System
it's
Link
kind of the same.
Before the internet was all throwing those up there, I remember the Link thing.
Oh yeah, we did System Link on Halo 1.
Yeah.
We used to do that shit at Grandma Jackie's all the time.
Oh yeah, what were we playing?
Battlefield and Halo 2.
Halo 2. Yeah.
Or not Battlefield.
Not Battlefield.
Ghost Recon.
Ghost Recon. Man, that game, talk about big fucking maps.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I would sit for 20 minutes in a fucking bush. But we were brutal back then. But it was all, seriously, back then, it was all about the win. And that's all we cared about. Seriously.
It was about fucking with Grandma.
Yeah. Oh, man.
There was one point where we all changed our names to their names. So they didn't know.
So we'd come around the corner.
And Grandma, you can hear her in the other room yelling, I just killed myself.
Or she did like, Cleveland, why did you kill me? And I'm laughing my ass off because I changed my name to Cleveland.
That's awesome. That must have been fun.
Gerald changed his name, I think, for a whole day to freaking not a friend.
Friend?
So every time they went up, they was like, that's my friend!
Oh, that's a friend! There the hell's going?
So fucking funny, dude. That was so good. That was some crazy good times.
Yeah.
Remember when we freaking... We conned everybody... No, we conned everybody into letting us freaking... get some money together so we could play that fucking Crystal Chronicles with the Game Boys, man. We were finagling shit just to get fucking enough cords and charging.
We played that for a couple days. Enough Game Boys.
Enough Game Boy Advance SPs.
Not even all of them. I think one was a Game Boy Advance.
I just had
That's a fucking retarded ass game, though.
It's
a cool game.
It was awesome.
It's an awesome game.
It was a beautiful game, but you had to have freaking all
a Game Boy Advance
and the cord connectors to hook to the freaking GameCube. Oh.
I wish I had my Game Boy Advance. My sister smashed the screen with a bat.
Well, that's okay. You pick one up for like $10 online.
Probably.
Yeah.
What would you use it for?
I've never been a handheld type of...
But that's the controller for that game. It was a GameCube game.
I mean, you can play it single player with the GameCube controller. But if you want to do
better because it
multiplayer,
paused when you went in your menu.
Yeah.
You gotta do your menu on your little screen while your shit's attacking you.
That's how everything fucking is these
online,
days, man.
Online, yeah.
All this shit.
Because it doesn't pause online.
Fucking sucks sometimes. Just like, I was playing Zelda the Wind Waker HD the other day, and everything's on the tablet, and I was just like, and I hit start. I was like, oh yeah, it pauses. I forgot. Now I can do that.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what
just
I love
like,
about Ratchet and Clank's weapon menu.
yeah.
You hit that and it comes up weapon. Everything's paused. You're midair. Change weapon.
Yeah.
Back into the action.
That's
Love
awesome.
I hope their new game does that.
it. Better. It's always happened.
No, it won't.
No.
No, because you have 8-player co-op.
We can pause it for everybody every time you go to a fucking menu.
Oh, that
No.
would suck.
Oh,
It's not gonna do
Shoot
They're not gonna
myself.
be
No,
doing
it's not
that.
going to be there. But look, the game looks freaking awesome. Sunset Overdrive.
Maybe
Try
play
playing
one
zombies.
player.
No, I don't think single player
Mission?
will pause. No, because they
Mission?
keep that engine going just because.
Single player should pause.
No, I'm
If
telling
no
you.
games pause anymore, people are gonna stop playing. Just saying.
You just go to your menu. And usually they have a HUD world that you go to
Yeah.
so that you can do those things.
So every time you need to go to the bathroom, you gotta leave and go to your HUD world instead of pausing right in the middle of a boss fight.
You know,
and
it was
going,
real
Yeah,
funny.
well,
Well,
especially
it was
if you're
real
playing
funny.
with
I
other
was
people.
playing the Rising Dead in your room,
Dead
right?
Rising 3.
Yeah, Dead Rising 3. And a few times I would pause it and then, I'd go out and have a cigarette and then come back in and I'd come back in, I'd be dead. I'm like,
Yeah,
why the fuck? Because they still attack you.
yes, because it doesn't pause. You gotta
I
go.
know that.
You gotta
That's
go.
so stupid.
Into a safe room.
Safe
and-
room.
Yeah,
So
one
if
time
you
I had
really wanted
our
to pause,
sister.
if you
I
really
had our
wanted to pause,
sister in there. I had our sister in there playing the game for me.
Yeah.
Making sure I didn't die.
sometimes
That's
you
what
can't.
I have to do to have. I have to have.
No,
I have to
because,
sit Brittany in
turn
a
it
safe
offline
spot
mode, I
and
think
go
that
to the bathroom and
Yeah,
zombies.
connect with somebody.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't work. But you can hit the
Yeah.
home button.
Yeah.
And sometimes that works.
Yeah.
But I don't know. These games are all set up to
Yeah.
where they're made for online co-op
Yeah.
play and stuff. Probably the next Assassin's Creed too, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the 4-player.
4-player.
Badass.
Oh, it looks so good. You guys gotta see it. And actually, we need to watch the trailer for Sunset Overdrive. You guys will love that trailer.
Oh yeah, they'll dig that game. I think.
Yeah.
I think they'll get into that.
It's cool. Well, we went to mine. Went through. Got a bone-ass question tonight. Since we're
We're
talking
do
about
Brittany's.
No.
Skip me again this
You
week.
skipped
How did
them
I
again.
skip you?
BB.
BB.
How do I skip Brit?
I don't know. You went right
Always-
to that. And
I skip you.
Always
Why do I
skip
skip
Brittany.
you?
I don't know.
She hates
maybe
me.
because it's the BB, like he was saying.
Maybe.
Yeah, you see the
BB.
B and then the BB.
Yeah, I just need to split the bees up. Briach.
Okay, movies that you would
Change.
that you could change for either the better or the worse.
Uh,
Mostly better, probably.
Let's look better. Well, if you could
What?
change any movie, well, mine and Brent's answer is the freaking prequel fucking Star Wars movie.
Oh, yeah.
Good
There's
God.
a few things that change in each of them. Yeah.
A few? I'll just start from the beginning.
Maybe 128,000 frames, maybe.
I would change.
Damn.
I would change 90% of the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Or not the original, prequel.
More Jaw was.
Did you know our show
Yeah,
is
that's-
about our show's about that many frames and it's an hour and a half every week, pretty much. So.
Oh, I love Jaws. And I would
Yeah.
turn the whole prequel trilogy soundtrack to freaking dubstep.
Nice.
Just kidding. Never gonna
No.
happen. Because how can you go wrong with that freaking soundtrack? That's the best thing that came out of the prequels. Dual Fates.
Yo, that's a good song. Yeah.
Man, awesome. What would you change, Britt?
It's your question.
I don't know.
The art of
There's
it.
some movies that they have great ideas, like you like where it could have gone, but it's bad. I would change all Michael Bay's movies.
I don't know. I want to change all my
Transformers.
Yeah.
First Transformers, good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed where they went.
The second and third
The
one.
second one, they need to get rid of the human element, and
Doesn't look like they did in the next
no,
one.
it's not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
That's why they should make a Beast Wars movie.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, man. Just let the fucking Transformers fucking talk.
And let them be
Shit.
Transformers and
They're
shit.
human enough.
They think that all people want to see is the Transformers fucking fight.
Yeah. Is that true?
It's not true.
Well,
I want to hear them talking, have a story, problems. They have problems and different things going on, and freaking deceit and freaking and betrayal.
My battery's low, you know?
No!
I'm just playing.
You see him get a couple.
I don't want to see
I need to
that.
change my oil.
I don't want to see freaking Bulby over there humping a fucking outlet.
Yeah.
You know?
Hot.
For the outlet.
And maybe
You can't handle the charge.
Oh.
Had to.
No, you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
let's see.
That almost made me cry.
It's really hard to think of them though.
No, it's really not.
It kind of is.
There's a billion movies that have changed.
Exactly. That's why it's so hard.
But I'm an
to choose
asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Potter, I would change the ending of that one.
Oh, all the Harry Potters I would change and just I would make each movie like freaking 3 movies, and then done.
So that would be like 21 movies.
Yeah.
Why not? You don't think we'd still be watching them? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I was so.
Daniel Radcliffe would be 40 and shit, still playing Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Playing like the 18-year-old.
Harry,
It would only take you like
You look
35
so
years to
old
film it
now.
all.
No, I'd film that shit straight. Be done in 5 years. It'd be a horrible movie, but I'd be shooting in 5 fucking years, goddammit. No, I'd definitely change a lot of the stuff in the Harry Potter movie.
I came out of the theater crying during the last movie.
They're
So
great
sad.
movies.
They're great movies, but they left certain things out of the books that
Are
just should
so
not. I mean,
important.
they're so simple to not leave out.
We're back to the book factory again.
No, but it's not because that's the core of the story, man. And it's like,
I know.
and that's just little things,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't make sense.
They did the same thing with the Hunger Games too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like
There
the,
you
Well,
the
most
second
books
one
and
was
movies
like
are trilogies and
the
stuff.
second one. I think what they tried to do more is like focus on Katniss's relationship with whatever.
Well, that's
so hate those movies.
why they're good.
The whole thing should be in the Hunger Games.
No,
I just want to see little kids and teenagers kill each other the whole time.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Well, they get. Oh yeah, there was some.
But
older
what their
people.
whole
There's
thing
like
is
over
like
an
they're
hour
trying to
of
overthrow.
friggin' romance shit, and I just want to see them kill people.
But I think the last one, okay,
Such a good concept. That's what I would change.
what I'm getting out of the last one is that, spoiler alert, is that the guy, PETA,
Peter Bread.
named
You always want.
He's a baker too.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, he cooks loaves of bread.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's like all brainwashed and shit like that, and he doesn't even recognize her, blah, 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 and their whole plan is to,
Oh, thanks
like...
for running.
In the book?
It says it online, it's everywhere, sorry.
You
They
haven't
don't
even
read
watched
that
the
shit.
damn movie.
Yeah, I don't read
The
shit until
mocking-
after a movie.
What, the Mockingjay one? That's not even out!
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not out for a long time.
You just ruined it.
That's not going to be out for a long
That's a
time.
smidget, but what I think is that they're just trying to overthrow all the fucked up shit.
Yeah. Of course, that's the whole, you know.
Well, that's what it's
It's
about.
the-
It's the revolution.
There's
man.
four
It's
Hunger
about
Game
it,
movies.
yeah.
4 Hunger Game movies, and only 2 of them are gonna have any. It's 2 combined hours
Okay,
out of
okay.
4 movies that are in the Hunger Games. Fuck that shit.
The second book isn't called The Hunger Games.
It's
Freaking.
catching fire.
It's just called Catching Fire. It's not Hunger Games Catching Fire. No. The second book is just called Catching Fire.
And I saw homeless
In
people do
movies,
that
they
the
keep
other
the
day.
main title.
Because it's just
Seriously.
so that way
Just like the
people-
Twilight
I don't
movies
care.
are not all called Twilight this.
It's
And
the
that's
Twilight
stupid.
Saga, blah blah blah. I didn't watch
It's
all
still
of them.
stupid.
I only watched the
It's all
first 2,
stupid.
and they were terrible.
It's not all still Twilight's all stupid. But The Hunger Games is
Stupid.
very well written for that young adult
Yeah.
content. It's good. It's good.
Except
How
for the
much better would
previews.
it be if it was all in the Hunger Games?
Like all the fighting with the kids though, it would be fucking boring as shit because there's no conflict and there's no loss.
Yeah, there is.
No, it's just people that are fucking fighting all the goddamn time.
But they
You
form
know, I see a
little
million movies
alliances,
like
and
that.
then they
Oh.
have to turn on each other. That
So
happens
he's
anyway.
saying show the stuff going on between the groups and
Yeah, while they're in there.
more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
a
the
lot of that
time
happens.
that.
I think.
A lot of that happens in the book.
Yeah.
and
All the
stuff, but
weird shit.
you
I
gotta
wanna read
focus
them
more on
all.
the main characters because you want to have that you have an hour and a half or 2
2.5
hours.
hours.
I would
Or
change the
2.5
Mortal
hours to show-
Instruments book.
These people and for you to give a crap about the main characters, because if you don't give a crap about them, you're not gonna.
But they could do that in. What's the thing that made you care about Katniss? When she saves the girl inside the Hunger Games and she's all crying over the dead girl. In the first
when she
one.
saved Rue, that was pretty good, but
That
it
made
was
me so
her
sad.
true sacrifice of her
Was
of her
volunteering
all
for her
the
sister.
sacrifice for
Yeah.
her sister, sacrificing because
That's fine too.
she had she's sacrificing her love, and then doing something to where she actually falls in love with somebody but can't really truly do it. She falls in love with Peter when they're there.
And that
And they
could
don't even do
happen
that.
in
But
the
they
Hunger
have to
Games. They didn't
pretend.
you could
though,
show a-
just to get.
a
They're not
little
pretending.
bit.
They're not
30
pretending,
minutes
but
of the
they're going
beginning
along with
stuff.
it.
She's trying not to because she doesn't want
Not
her.
an hour.
She's that trying to balance all her love, and it's impossible. And
Yeah.
she truly loves Peter. In that first movie, she loved Peter in the first book or whatever. And everything.
her bread. Pita bread.
It's not even
Dude,
about
now-
that. It's
now
about
I
that
don't-
in the fucking
sacrifice.
bud.
stuff.
Now I don't love any of them.
I got you.
yeah,
It's good, but in all of that happening inside the Hunger Games, in the fight and stuff like that, you're gonna have you can't have that stuff with the sister, and you can't have that stuff with
You could have them getting into the Hunger Games and how they got in there, but you don't gotta make it friggin' an hour long.
Why not?
'Cause that's lame. I want to see
he
the
wants
fighting.
to see more. He wants to see more
Then
conflict.
go
and
then
drama
go
in
watch all those movies that are all about the fighting and stuff that suck. There's a million of them out there.
But it's not the concept. The concept's good.
There's
There's
a lot of
nothing
those.
in the concept.
I got it.
there. Mhm.
I saw this
What
for it.
movie does he hit? What are you thinking of?
No, not even watch the
No.
movie. Just write the movie and we'll make it.
Mhm.
I thought the Mortal
We need a
Instruments sucked
giant
ass.
Mortal
friggin'
Instruments suck
arena
ass
with
because they-
trees.
They
Fucked up.
pushed the first 3
Alright,
books
we're going
in
to our
one
backyard.
movie.
No, see, it happens all the time. Here's a movie that I like to remake. Fucking The Airbender.
Yeah.
Avatar, The Last Airbender.
I liked it. I don't want to
liked
see it remade. I want to see it finished.
No,
Yeah.
I don't
wanna
want
see
to
it.
finish
I
that
wanna-
series.
no.
Nothing. I want to restart and do a quarter of that movie in one movie.
Go along
Yeah.
with the Nickelodeon
Yeah, that's
TV show.
No, they crammed
It was-
way too much.
There
into
was
that
so
damn-
much more for them to do.
No, they crammed
The TV
too
show's
much into that
better.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, but
He
I
learned
wanted
one
no,
skill.
Listen.
No, he did
Listen.
learn one skill, but
This
he
is
did
not
cram
this is
it.
the thing
There
There
about
was
it.
no
Deej.
journey.
If you do, they did one season in one movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do half or a quarter of a season in one movie, then you get all that character development and the people that you care about, and those side people aren't just stupid.
I liked the movie.
Oh, it was
Mm.
garbage, man.
It
There was
was-
like no character development. I didn't give a shit about Aang. I didn't give
That's
a
one
shit
of the
about
only
anybody.
Sam Raimi movies I don't like.
Shyamalan.
Oh, Shyamalan, I mean.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Shyamalan.
Sam Raimi.
It's okay.
Tired.
Shabalabala.
Sorry.
Shamalama. It was. I don't know. I
It
haven't
could
seen
have been
it.
better. I thought it could have been better.
I thought it was good.
It-
I just think it needs to be
Shyamalan.
finished.
No, you didn't. You didn't. The brother and sister you didn't care about. They had no fun. Their whole time they're in the cartoon and stuff. They're always
Yeah.
bickering. They're being silly.
Yeah, they never even fought and did little silly stuff. They didn't do
It
any
is
of that.
silly stuff.
Yep.
She'd accidentally splash people all the time with her water.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. It was. I felt
It was
felt
lacking.
lost.
I didn't give a crap about anybody. Aang was not fun.
When I take a
No, he
He
was
had
a
time,
whiny
He had
bastard.
no fun the whole time.
He was
Aang
just
is
whiny.
supposed to be fun and full of life.
He's
and,
supposed to be the fun one out of all of them, and then Katara is
And
supposed
kinda
to
like-
go along with it too.
and he's all serious and
Just
Yeah.
angsty.
he was pre-teen angsty.
I know.
Preteen angsty, huh?
But I guess that differs from the people who actually went and saw the movie rather than the people who watched the show and then compared it to the movie.
Yeah.
I like.
But that's your core audience, and they do this all the time with video game movies. The Resident Evil series. There you go. There's another movie I
Yeah.
want to remake. I
didn't
want
have a
to actually
problem
make a
with
Resident Evil movie.
No, I
didn't
mean
watch the
those
last
other
one.
ones were okay, but it wasn't Resident
It
Evil.
wasn't Resident Evil.
You didn't watch the last
It
one.
should have been Alice movies.
Last one had everybody in it.
I don't care if they had everybody in it. The first one should have had the main characters in it. Like Jill
It was a
Valentine.
side story.
Alice
Which one was
doesn't
that? I
fucking
don't know if I
exist
saw
in
it
Mortal
last
Kombat.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
It was
In
a
Resident
side
Evil.
story.
It's not a
And
side
then
story.
they all coerced.
No, it's not a side story at all.
The main
Because
characters
in
are-
Resident Evil 2, the movie, freaking, it's supposed to be Jill Valentine and
Jill Valentine's there.
Kennedy.
Leon.
Huh?
Jill Valentine's in the second movie.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, it's supposed to be Leon and Claire in Resident Evil 2. Those are the main characters. Claire Redfield and Leon S. Kennedy.
So you think
Claire's
they're
in
just
the third
copy
one.
the video games pretty much?
Well, no, okay. The
Storyline-wise,
first game
Oh,
happens.
Prince of Persia too.
There
While we're
we
going
go.
on it.
All video game movies.
Lord, freaking Tomb Raider.
Good for the time,
But
but
I
Yeah.
want.
a different. Show me the stories that I know, and that's why we have freaking the Assassin's Creed movie and different things like that. Ubisoft's freaking anal about their stuff because of what happened with Prince of Persia.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, no, they're pissed. So they're
Yeah.
like, no, we have complete creative control. So
I don't blame them.
And I guarantee
That's
they'll
what they did with
probably
Prince
make a
of
new
Persia.
story anyway.
I hope
won't-
not
it
because I
won't
think
be
they
the
learned from
same
their
thing.
mistakes. We want to see.
why don't I mean even if you don't give us the same storyline that we saw, give us things that we didn't see in the storyline we already know.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Yes. Don't change the main character and stuff, and you got to start with you. In Assassin's Creed, you have to start at the beginning.
Yeah.
You have to start with Altair.
I agree.
If you go anywhere else, it's just gonna be like, I don't know, myself as a fan, I'm gonna show up and just like, well, why don't you just fucking start with Connor, you dumbasses?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. They might be able to pull off Ezio, but I would be mad.
He's fun. He's fun.
I would be mad though because that's not where I want it. I want the beginning of the story.
Yeah.
And yes, you can't show me stalking around freaking all over town like I do in the game and stuff. You can show the character doing that here and there, but you have to have character interactions.
Remember that first game was so testy about how you walked around too. Man, the horseback riding and all that. Until you just
Through
got
Damascus.
good enough, yeah, and then until you just got good enough to where you just didn't care and you just ran, and then people would be like, and you'd have a whole bunch of people chasing you, jump off and kill them all.
Yep. That was pretty much summed up the first
Mhm.
game. And how much it's changed these days. It's all finesse and times have changed.
I like what they're doing with the Marvel movies, though. I like what
Oh, no,
they're
no.
going into.
Marvel movies are doing a great job of reimagining the Marvel characters in contemporary times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really hard. There's things that I still bitch about with Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
They fuck up a lot of shit. And things that aren't as true to the stories that we love. But the problem is with comic books, especially Marvel and DC and stuff like that, is there's so many of those.
Yeah.
Universes.
That, there's a billion. There's
A billion ways of telling the same story.
the same story. So
But they can't. So they can't.
it's
just-
really hard. I mean, when you're doing like you have one book series and that's all you have is just one book series, and like these
That's
people are
easy.
going and making movies that are great off of comic
Yeah.
books that have so many different iterations.
Yeah.
Maybe we're more forgiving because they have so many iterations. I don't know.
I don't know, but they're even if like I didn't know about that, I would still think that that's better.
Well, no, but they pay homage all the damn time, especially Marvel and Disney and everybody these days. And Fox is getting really. They pay homage to the fans.
Yeah.
And they they hint at the things that were, and they try not to fuck up things. And I really hope Apocalypse looks like Apocalypse in the damn movie, and not like.
I'm worried about Ant-Man too.
I'm not worried about Ant-Man.
I am.
You're worried about the new director that they attached to Ant-Man, but the director, the director
That's
that was
not all I'm
attached
worried
before,
about.
who was the director attached before?
Oh.
Right, the guy who did freaking Shaun of the Dead and freaking.
That'd be fun.
He'd be good doing Ant-Man.
Why not?
He can handle the comedy.
I don't-
Ant-Man has to be funny.
Yeah.
Freaking. It's gonna be a funny freaking heist movie.
That's
Oh,
what
it's gonna
this
be.
one has to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it has to be with
Yeah.
the character they chose.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it was the other Ant, if it was Hank Pym, I would be fine with the guy. Like, I don't even have a real big problem with the director.
You're worried about
it's just what I know from him.
You're worried about he's going to make a romantic comedy, but
But that would be fine if it was
He's
Hank
directed
Pym.
other movies.
Yeah,
so.
not really, but yeah. It would be fine if he was Hank Pym. Because then you got all that shit that goes on between the Wasp and Hank Pym. And their sort of quasi-love interest comedy thing. That would work better, but it's not even him. There's no love interest in the other Ant-Man.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a love interest.
It's him and his daughter. That's how that Ant-Man
That's a love
goes.
interest.
Kinda, but it's not like a romance.
It's more than a romance, because some people will let their fucking wife or their woman go, but they won't let their daughter.
Yeah.
It's a totally different type of love. It's crazy.
It's jumping. It's jumping.
Well, they have to. They're paying homage with Hank Pym as an older character, and he's the scientist. And so then they're taking the newer version of Ant-Man, who's the like spy kind of guy that they turn him into, thief.
Yeah, he was a bank robber.
Yeah. So, but they're bringing both in, and they got Michael Douglas playing old freaking Hank. So that works for me.
He's in it. They said he wasn't gonna be in it. They changed that.
No, that's what it says.
Oh.
That's what they
When
say.
they were first talking about it, they said that
No, that's
Hank Pym wasn't gonna be in the movie.
no.
at all.
Hank Pym's the older one. He's the scientist.
Yeah.
Who created the Ant-Man gear and everything.
Yeah, I know.
So.
But that's what.
No, that's in the
When they
that's in the
announced
synopsis.
All right. When they announced it, they said that Hank Pym was not going to be in the movie at all.
No,
That's what they said.
I've been reading up recently, and that's what I've heard. So.
All right. They're
And
going
he's
back on
he's
it,
like
what
his
they said.
mentor.
Well, he's not even a mentor to him though in the comics.
I know, but that's just
You
the
just kind of
take
handed
that-
him the shit.
This is
No,
the
he
take
didn't.
that they're
He
taking.
stole it from
He
him.
stole
He's
it
a
from
robber.
him.
Originally, but now they'll probably do that story.
Yeah. And then he caught him, and he was like, "Oh, I see what you're doing. You're stealing for your daughter." And he kind of
Maybe they're doing that
Yeah.
storyline then.
Maybe.
Sounds
and
good to
eventually
me.
he's like, "Yep, you're Ant-Man now."
Sounds
I
even
quit."
better now.
he's like, "I'm not using it."
But as long as the Wasp shows up, I'm happy.
Oh, excuse
Yeah,
me.
instead of X-Men Wasp,
No, that wasn't Wasp.
that was Wasp.
No,
Her name was Wasp. She wore the outfit, and
But
she
there
had
is-
wings, and she shot stingers.
She didn't wear the outfit. She didn't wear the freaking yellow
and
fucking
black?
no. Nah.
When she was stripping, she did. She had yellow and black. Her name was Wasp. She had the stingers, and she had wings.
I need to double check that because I don't think that was Wasp.
Her name was Wasp.
Are you sure? Yep. That's a movie in the room. I'll find out.
Oh well.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
They stole her.
No. They didn't steal her. She's a freaking character of Marvel.
Of Marvel, I know.
But
They're
I
gonna
don't-
do the
I
same
never-
thing
I
with
never thought-
Quicksilver.
I never thought she was
Wasp.
X-Men.
No, that wasn't.
So how could they get her? I mean, she showed it. Her origin story was freaking Hank.
Okay.
Was Ant-Man. So I don't think, maybe it was a different Wasp or something. There might be an X-Men Wasp.
I guess she didn't shrink,
Yeah, she didn't shrink at all. That's not the Wasp.
but I think it was Hank Pym that made her shrink.
Maybe she was.
No,
just,
I don't
maybe
know,
she was
no.
just the
No,
big
That was
wasp.
part of her
Big
ability.
wasp, little
Yeah,
wasp.
little wasp, big wasp. Yeah.
Little
Double
big
wasp.
Alrighty. Do you guys want to hit on the bone ass question?
If you want.
It's up to you guys.
What do we got? I don't know. What's the bone ass question?
We don't have much. We got like 8 minutes.
What's the bone ass question?
Bone ass question is kind of like what we just did,
But with video games.
but with video games. What video game would you like to have creative control over? Because, you know, things haven't gone the way that you thought that they should have in that video game. And it's like, if I was there,
Mm-hmm.
I would have said, no, it's got to
yeah.
play like this.
Fatal Frame.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Instead of a camera, you have a fucking Bible or something like that.
No, what? No,
What
I'm taking it
the
away
hell?
from you.
Not Bible, but like something to like.
Shut up.
Some holy water? maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What the
Hell
fuck are
no.
you talking about?
Holy
bitch?
flashlight?
Do like in 13 Ghosts and get like a cubicle.
What kind of game are you playing?
What are you making? What game are you turning?
Yeah.
You freaking.
You
that
get a
game?
gun.
Fatal
A gun.
Frame. Fatal Frame is about framing the
Framing
photo.
pictures,
So how
yeah.
It was freaking creepy, freaking Pokemon Snap.
It was. It was. It was Ghost Pokemon Snap.
That game when it came out was scary.
It was creepy.
No, the first one sucked, asshole.
The second one was creepy
pretty
with the fucking
Yeah, the
Japanese
second
logos.
one was better. The first one,
my God.
way too hard. That shit attacked you and like killed you.
Yeah.
You. It was fast.
Oh, let's see. I gotta think of a game. There's so many games out there. See, now you're doing like you did at the beginning of the movie thing.
There's.
I already get to do that because Mario Maker's coming out, and you guys got to see the trailer, and you'll get it, and you'll be like, "Oh shit, that is cool." Lori watched it, and she's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, making your own boards and stuff.
Yeah, but you get to change between HD and freaking like the graphics for New Super Mario Brothers.
And you can do your whole layout, right? Of the whole
Well,
board.
I hope
Yeah.
they're gonna add in other stuff too. But no, you do the whole board layout.
Oh, that would be awesome. I'd
I
love
mean,
to
you
make
change
some.
how size your pipes are, everything, how many enemies there are. You can make it. They were showing to where there's stacked
Your
up
power
piranha
ups
plants.
and
Listen,
stuff like that.
stacked up piranha plants. It jumps on the shell and it goes dum 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 dum, and it's going through a thing and it's hitting the power piranha plant every time it comes back, and the piranha plants are coming down so he could pass. It was cool as shit. You're just like, yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to, although they do a great job and I love the games, I would like to do Zelda.
You would like to
What?
do Zelda? Who wouldn't?
I would like
to
to
do
do a
a
Zelda
Zelda
game.
game.
I would
Okay.
like to design my own Zelda game.
Okay.
I would say for me, I like to design my own Tomb Raider game. Even though the
No,
new
no.
one looks awesome.
No,
Yeah.
that the new one. They
Yeah.
shit, they have a weird name for it, but it's so awesome.
Yeah.
It's not called Tomb Raider.
No.
It's Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's the sequel to
Another. Oh.
Isn't
the
it-
newest
is
one?
it
The newest
tagged
one.
Laura Croft, Rise of the Tomb Raider, or is it?
It's just called
Laura
Rise of the
versus
Tomb Raider.
Okay,
Call of Duty Zombies.
yeah.
That's easy.
You wanna
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that
but
one?
see, you
Yeah.
just want more of what you love, and you know it's coming.
I'd change it differently.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Same
So,
thing with
so, okay.
Borderlands.
You want Borderlands?
I like it how it is, but I would like more Tiny Tina.
So-
You
The
want a
Tiny Tina game.
Tina. You want a Tiny
No,
Tina?
I want a
Don't
Tiny
get me
Tina
wrong.
game.
Don't hold it against them.
They'll probably
Yeah.
do it.
They'll probably do it.
Yeah.
And you know what?
She
Even
might
that
be in
Tell-
the prequel.
Even the Telltale
Yeah.
game that's coming, Tales from Borderland,
Yeah.
I guarantee you Tiny Tina is going to show up. She's too fucking funny.
Yeah.
Seriously,
She's-
Brent and I were laughing our asses
Yeah,
off. Like,
we
it was
were.
20 we were just sitting there, just listening to Tiny Tina.
Hey,
It was just
Chris,
like,
love you with-
and seriously, I said, I know why DJ and them love this damn game.
Yeah. 'Cause it's just
It was
the
Tiny
silliness.
Tina, but don't get me wrong, the gameplay and shit of that game with the co-op stuff is just awesome.
It's so
It
much
is
It is
fun.
super fun.
We would stay up super late playing it.
For a
I-
shooter, and an RPG shooter, it is just super
Yeah.
fun. I get it, and I understand why everybody likes it so much. You just gotta have the
Awesome
right person to play it with.
I agree.
Yeah, DJ and I would play it, and then I would like play it to the point where I would fall asleep with the controller in my hand. That's how
Yeah.
late we would stay up.
That's too much. Me
Yeah.
and B are not like that.
No.
Well, I don't know.
We're more
So
focused
fun.
though.
We tackled that
mission.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're mission.
We're mission. We'll do like whatever missions are in the area. We'll like highlight them, go do them. And well, you know, we're on certain times and stuff. Like I'll get home from work sometimes and we'll like play. Like I got an hour and a half,
Yeah.
so let's do all these and
Yeah.
shit. And then we'll just like only get through one.
Yeah. We're like,
It's like,
damn, that
oh,
was longer
shit.
than we thought it was gonna be.
The
Sometimes
headliners
we'll
are pretty
blow through
quick.
10.
Who knew finding a fucking earthworm would be
You
this
need to
hard?
check out the trailer for the new Rainbow Six that they finally announced. No. Don't shrug because you're thinking the old Rainbow Six.
Is it a new Vegas?
No.
Vegas was the shit.
Vegas was the shit. But if you like the tacticalness of that, this adds that with a multiplayer spin too.
Well, Vegas was more.
Yeah.
Co-op.
This does it in a more confined area. The trailer show is just a multiplayer. It wasn't even a trailer. It was early alpha gameplay. And what they're doing is it's two teams, and you have the hostage holding team. Inside
Bro,
the
you're
house.
talking about that kind of multiplayer.
Yeah.
The online
Stop.
multiplayer. I like the co-op
Shut up, I'm
campaign.
tired.
No.
They've added
There
some
is. There might be co-op combat, but it's so cool, and the destructibility of the environments and the different things. But I mean, you have little cameras if you're the siege team, and not the hostage takers. You have little cameras, and you're going around and you're scoping the area for the first minute. The rest, the people that are the hostage taker are like barricading, doing things. They have special abilities, barbed wire for ones, just making things. But people come in, they just blast through walls and stuff, and then another person comes up and shoots through the wall.
That sounds pretty cool.
It is cool, and it's all tight,
Damn it.
quick, and I think they were saying
That was an accident.
no, it's
It's
good.
okay.
They were saying that most matches last 8 minutes.
That's not long
No, that's not.
It's quick.
But it's like one death, one. You headshot somebody, they're fucking toast.
You're right in the Hunger Games, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're not like
Yeah, where's
doing
that
that
game?
bullshit before.
Where's that game?
I'd
like
never gonna happen.
Why?
There's never gonna be a Hunger game where you're actually fighting in a
Little
thing and you're
kids
killing
and
kids and shit
teenagers.
like that. Still to this day, it's coming, and there is games that do things like that. But it's gonna be a while.
You gotta make your own character.
Wasn't there a rumor like a long ass time ago where they were trying to make a Columbine video game?
No,
They did. They made that damn game.
What?
The guys who made the Postal games and stuff like that made that game. But
Fucked up.
it's the way that they tackled it was it's all shock value and stuff, but people don't give a shit about that anymore. I mean, certain people and stuff, but you're an indie developer and you're barely making a game that looks decent, and it gets no airtime and stuff. The new Mortal Kombat game, seriously, I gotta go show you guys that shit. You
I
guys
have
are gonna
seen
freak
it.
the fuck out.
Oh, the new stuff.
Yeah, that was one of the grossest things I've ever seen in a video game, and I
Oh,
laughed my
damn.
ass off.
I need to
It's awesome.
see this.
Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit us up on Twitter for conversation topics at Team of Geekdom. Hashtag I dig it or I dig. Either way you want to do it. However, and I guarantee you we'll retweet it. I guarantee I'll retweet it, I'll like it, I'll share it, I'll do dirty things to it. Alright.
Probably will.
Man. Alright, guys.
All right. Bud Light was good tonight. Thank you.
Catch you guys on the flip side.
Okay.
Phenomenon.